Today is October 24th of 21. Little update on the Growbox. So this is 2 feet by 4 feet, about 30 inches tall. It's lined in reflective styrofoam insulation. We got our 3 grow lights, an electronics fan, and a humidifier. Temperature stays between 80 to 85 degrees, and same for humidity. Stays between 80, sometimes it gets up to 90%, which is a little high, but it seems to be okay. So I totally filled this thing with palms, and then I started hanging palms, seedlings, up on the walls, and I'm just about plumb out of room. So, is this thing working? Yes, it is. And I've got some numbers to support. So, hey, real quick. Over here, I've got a Jubea by Butia, a Butia Jubea by Queen, or a Super Mule. We got our Butia by Jubea, and a Butia by Parajubea Torrellii. Those all came from Patrick Schaefer. Got them yesterday evening, so I've had them just about 24 hours. And I marked all the fronds with marker, and they are all growing, if that's focusing. They've all put on 1/8 to 1/4 inch of growth in about 24 hours. Anyway, okay. So check this out. This Butia right here has put on 3 inches of growth in the last 7 days. I marked a bunch of these with marker 7 days ago. This one has grown 3 inches in 7 days, so that's really cool. This thing was shipped bare rooted, had horrible transplant shock last year, and it's finally recovering from it. We've got a sable palmetto right here. It does not grow outside, but since I put it in here, the newest leaf spear has grown a couple inches in just a couple weeks, so that's really good. But the main thing, the winner of this growth contest, I'm gonna say, is this Lidocaria mahonii that's in this little shroud here to keep the light off of it. I've got 4 of these Lidocaria mahonii. I got these from Jeff Marcus at Floribunda out of Hawaii. I got them at the end of summer, so I haven't had them but just a couple months. They were in my greenhouse. I moved them inside. A couple of these have been staying on the windowsill. One I've had under some filtered grow lights, and here's the one that has been in the grow box. And I removed the little shade screen. That's just because Lidocariums don't like a whole lot of sun, especially not when they're young, from what I understand. And if I'm wrong about that, please correct me. But these 3 all grew 1/2 to 9/16 of an inch over the last week. So 1/2 to 9/16, and I've got the marks on them to show how much they've been growing. This is the one from the Growbox, and it has grown 1 3/4. So the original mark is down here, and the newest spear is marked right up here. So it has been growing at more than 3 times the rate of the other 3. So I would love to move all 3 of them in there, but I just don't have room. I would love to move. I've got lots of more seedlings over there tucked away under the grow lights, under the larger palms, but I'm just plumb out of room. Another thing I didn't mention too is Jubeas. I've got a Jubea in there that's about equivalent size to this Jubea. This one has only grown 1/2 inch. That Jubea in there has grown a full inch. So grown, you know, twice as fast, so that's really cool. Jubeas are known for liking dry heat, or dry, mild heat, but it seems to be really happy in there. At the same time I marked those palms, I marked a whole bunch of them. I've got a Chamaedorea radicalis. Most of these have put on right around 1/2 inch of growth over the last 7 days. This is a mule palm, Budiagris, I guess you would call it. And it's put on, the newest spear has put on about 2 inches of growth Phoenix Robelinii. This one was put on about 2 inches as well, which is really fast. Phoenix Robelinii, I don't normally grow that quick for me. Got a little Butia seedling. I have no idea what species. It's also put on half an inch or so. For the palms that have been growing in just ambient room temperature, you really can't beat Syagris. This one is put on 3.5 inches, and this one is put on 3 inches of growth in the last week on the newest leaf spear. Everybody says that Syagris need a lot of heat. They need to be somewhere like Florida to grow well, but it seems like they grow just fine at 70 degrees. So, got a little Rapis excelsa, and it has just barely moved, like 1/16 of an inch. And it won't be too much longer before my Insetes become a problem. This has grown 8 inches in the last week, and they are touching the roof now.